Dr. S. Vaidehi, Assistant Professor and Head of Economics, VV1 Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. Okay, let's go. We must know about what is utility. Utility is a measure of satisfaction referring to the total satisfaction received by a consumer from consuming a goods or services. Utility measures one satisfying power of a good or service. That means service means usefulness. So there are many types of utility. One is marginal utility and another one is total utility. Marginal utility means MU. That means marginal means border or edge. It is the addition made to the total utility by consuming one or more unit of commodity. Another one is total utility, that is TU. Total utility refers to the total satisfaction derived by the consumer from the particular commodity. That means sum of all MU. MU means marginal utility. Now we can go for definition. We can see in the picture Dr. Alfred Marshall, the law of marginal utility. He derived given one definition. The law of diminishing marginal utility states that as a consumer consumes more and more unit of a specific commodity, utility from the successive units goes on diminishing. First, Mr. H. Goosen, he is a German economist, was the first to explain this law. That means law of diminishing marginality in the year of 1854. Alfred Marshall later on restated this law like the additional benefit which a person derives from an increase of a stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he already has. This is the assumptions of the law. That means various units of the goods are homogeneous. There is no gap between consumption of the different units. Consumer is rational. Taste and preferences, fashion remains unchanged. Consumer possesses perfect knowledge of the price in the market. No price changes. It assumes law of diminishing marginal utility. Utilities of different commodities are the independent of each other. Now we can go for the explanation of this law. Suppose a man is very thirsty. If you look in the picture, you can easily understand a man is very thirsty. He goes to the market and buys one glass of sweet water. The glass of water gives him immense pleasure, or we say the first glass of water has a great utility for him. He takes a second glass of water. After that, the utility will be less than the first one. If he drinks third glass of water, the utility declines again and so on. This is the best explanation of this law. If you see the schedule, first glass, the total utility is 20, marginal utility is 20. Second glass, the total utility is 32, marginal utility is 12. Likewise, in last glass, that means the sixth glass of water, the total utility is 39, but the marginal utility is in the minus way. That means minus 3. So, the marginal utility is declined. This is the graph we can see, and the explanation. The OX, we measure the units of the commodity consumed, and OY is so the marginal utility derived from them. The MU curve here lies below the OX axis. The utility curve MM falls from left down to the right, showing that the marginal utility of the success of the units of glasses water is falling. That means declining. When a good is scarce and so priced, the consumer will increase the consumption of the commodity up to the extent where his marginal utility for the good equals the price which he has to pay. That is, MU is equal to P, price. Here are some exceptions of the law. In economics, all the economic theory is not suited for all the time for all the men, all the human being. There is some exceptions. Here we say we can see some exceptions of the law of diminishing marginal utility. First one is hobbies. Hobbies means the collection of stamps, coins may be desired more by people. This type of people cannot come under this law. Second one is abnormal persons. Abnormal persons means misers, drunkards, gamblers. These people happy to get more and more money and go on drinking same. Third one is possession with other people. This is a normal habit to all the human being. Cars, luxury items, jewels, dresses. They can buy more and more products because of the possession of the other people, neighbors, like that. Fourth one is substitute. Substitute means coffee is available, the utility of the tea may fail. So, one person consumes when one commodity price is higher, he immediately change his taste and preferences to another one, that is a substitute. Students, you must learn and come for next class. The important questions I will tell you. First of all, you can read what is utility. That means the definitions of utility, types of utility, definition of law of diminishing marginal utility, and then you must state the law of diminishing marginal utility with the proper and neat diagram. Okay. Thank you for listening.